And we are very honored as we continue the show to be joined by Nicole Grant, who's the Executive Secretary Treasurer of the MLK Labor Council. That's King County. It's the Seattle and near environs, for those of you who don't know. Nicole, thank you so much for being with us here on the show.
Thank you, Eugene. It's my pleasure to be with you and to be with your viewers.
You know, the action that you all took, the council voting to remove the Seattle Police Union, made a lot of news around the world. I mean, there's so much going on now, but I just wanted to ask, I mean, what was it that moved the members of the council to take a step like this? I mean, you could have done something much more symbolic, I'm sure, but to do something this substantive, what led you here?
Black Seattle. Seattle has a Black community that is leading in this moment and is leading with its youth. And we were asked by leaders in movements like the Black Lives Matter movement and others if we would remove SPOG from our labor council. And the way it was put to us in a petition that was supported by leaders, but that was also signed by over 1,000 Black union members,
Wow.
was that we will not and cannot be in an organization that includes our killers. It is us or them. And we chose our future. We chose Black workers, Black union members.
So where does this action fit in the broader vision of the council about labor's role in the fight for racial justice, the fight for Black lives?
We're a quality of life movement, and our main purpose is to make sure that the people that make our cities go, people like teachers, bus drivers, construction workers, is to make sure that workers have a good life. And you cannot have a good life when you're attached to racism. And so this was a choice that we made for workers. And we think that it's very important in order for the labor movement to stay relevant and modern, for us to represent Black union members, but also to recruit young people into the labor movement. We have to do the right thing.
What are some of the things that you maybe are looking forward to or is developing either out of the council or in partnership with others?
Policing and institutional racism in policing are very top of mind, and we plan on working with community in that area. But it is by no means the only place where racism is exerting itself. We have had a massive influx of population and wealth in our community, and it has been very hard to keep Seattle fair and to keep Seattle anti-racist when we have corporations like Amazon, for instance, that come to Seattle who, in any statistically significant way, will not hire Black software developers, Latinx software developers, women software developers. There are so few diverse faces in these corporations that are completely dominating the political landscape of our city in everything from housing cost to accessibility to wages and good jobs. And that's a place that we're willing to fight as well. We care about people's lives. I mean, what we want for workers, which is basically everybody, is for people to be living their absolute best life. We want people to be well paid, respected. We want them to have fairness, but we want them to have pleasure, joy. And so I think that taking a holistic attitude and expanding our community through the best allyship we can really will I mean, what we've sown it, but what we're trying to reap is the best lives imaginable for people, for their health, for their education, for their recreation.
Hmm.
And I think that if we can do some real work to change the nightmare scenario of racism in the United States and have a good foundation, not the foundation that our country has, which is the foundation of slavery, but a fair economic foundation, then we can build a beautiful garden, where we all flourish together.